Sultan Munadi was an Afghan journalist who worked as a reporter for New York Times in Kabul. His family blames the British forces for his death. His father says if the British forces had not launched the air raid, Munadi wouldn't have been killed. Munadi and his British colleague Stephen Farrell were kidnapped by the Taliban in northern city of Kunduz last month, while they were investigating a U.S. airstrike on 2 hijacked fuel tankers that left at least 90 people dead. The tribal elders were on the brink of winning their release when the British forces suddenly launched the air operation, said Munadi's father.
The British forces are responsible for the killing of my son. They launched an air operation after midnight and bombarded the area and killed Munadi.
The British forces say they launched the air operation to free the British journalist Stephen Farrell. His family says Farrell was rescued unharmed, but Munadi's body was left behind at the scene after he was shot dead by the British forces. Munadi was killed as he ran out of the home where he and Farrell were kept by the Taliban. The British forces' air raid was strongly condemned by Afghan journalists. Attending the funeral ceremony of Sultan Munadi, these Afghan journalists accused the foreign journalists in Afghanistan of spying.
The foreigners that come to Afghanistan under the title of journalist are spies and informants, and when their Afghan colleagues get suspicious about their motives, these foreigners kill them.
Sultan Munadi's death is not an isolated story. Since the US-led invasion in late 2001, dozens of Afghan journalists and reporters have been killed and tortured by all warring groups in the war-stricken country. If you are a reporter here in Afghanistan, you have to face numerous security challenges, and you would always fear of losing your life. This fear has grown among journalists here over the past 2 years, as they had previously seen the Taliban as being the biggest threat to their lives. But now it's also the foreign troops that violate the values of freedom of speech in this country. Faiz Khurshid, Press TV.